I'm getting ready to watch Netflix. Chris Rock's Netflix special. And I don't know how much of the special is on the Will Smith slap. But I didn't want to hear nobody tell me about it. I just wanted to check it out on my own. I own every single stand-up DVD that Chris Rock ever did. Both of them were fans of mine, or are fans, or basically I was a fan of both of them. But I have to say that I'm very upset with Will Smith. Very, very upset. He lost mad brownie points with me. What he did. I talk a lot about family dysfunction and toxicity. Well, they not family. But in the eyes of the world, Oscar night, you did that to Chris? Really? Who told Jada Pinkett Smith that something was wrong with her being bald? I see beautiful black bald-headed women. I'd be like, Samantha, shave all your head and go bald. I think I need my hair. I wouldn't look physically beautiful bald. That's just me. Other people might think different, but I see some women, and I compliment a lot of women if I see them in the supermarket, doctor's office, or something like that, and they bald. Sometimes they wear the big hoop earrings. I don't know. Some women look very beautiful bald. And Jada Pinkett Smith is one of those women who looked very beautiful with her bald head. So why get so highly offended when Chris Rock said what he said? And that movie that he was referring to, Demi Moore, back in the day, I never saw that movie. I think it came out in the 90s or late 80s or something. I remember when it came out. I just never seen it. I was a single parent, 4 children, and I had to be out there every day in the nation. I ain't had time to watch a lot of stuff. I missed a lot of stuff. That Law and Order been out 20-something years. I only saw maybe 3 episodes of that. And I'm a criminal justice student and in college. Associate, bachelor's, and master's, and a lot of professors. And did you see Law and Order? And I'm like, no. I ain't had time. I really watched maybe 2 or 3 episodes of 20 years that this show been on the air. So all of that to say, I be backed up with a lot of shows. And so I didn't see that show with Demi Moore with her bald head. But the character, from what I think or heard, the character is strong and she's bold and bold. And so when Chris Rock's joke referred to Will as she was going to be the sequel to the movie, and she rolled her eyes and sucked her teeth, and this black girl you sure can't beat. That's what we used to say back in the day. We 9, 10, 11, 12. You could roll your eyes, you could stamp your feet, but this black girl you sure can't beat. But she got so highly offended, and the next thing you know, Will goes and do that? You already beautiful. How are you going to get offended by that? By a character in the movie that was supposed to be all of that. But I always watch the Oscars. I said I'm busy and I can't catch up to all these shows, but I make it my business to watch the Grammys, the Oscars, the Hip Hop Source Awards, all of the award shows, American Music Awards, the Golden Globe Awards. I make it my business to watch that. Why? Because I like certificates, diplomas, trophies, degrees. Like, I'm into shit like that. You go in my room, I got like 30, 40 of those certificates, diplomas, and degrees on my wall. So some people probably didn't deserve, the win, and but they got the win depending on who was the vote. But I watched that. And so I watched a number of years ago when Chris Rock was the MC host for one of the Oscars. And he did make a joke regarding Jada getting mad at that Will Smith wasn't nominated for a movie. And she was boycotting the Oscars because her husband wasn't nominated for a movie. And Chris Rock's joke was, y'all know, basically he said, well, they paid your husband $20-30 million for Wild Wild West, and that was the corniest shit in town, and everybody bust out laughing. And I knew it was corny without even checking it out, because I'm just not into Wild Wild West type movies. So it didn't attract me because Will Smith played in it. Oh, so me have to watch it. Sometimes, can't you just tell sometimes and don't even bother? Like, even if somebody's courting you for the first time, a man would be like, oh, let me check her out, let me talk to her, and you just look and you be like, I already know, so I'm not going to even entertain this. So you be like, you don't even give homeboy a shot. You be like, nope, sorry, thank you, I'm good. Same thing with certain movies. Marketing, and they put these commercials on, and some people are like, oh, I gotta see that. I am not impressed. I am not running out there just because y'all marketing something and think I'm just supposed to go and do that. That's not me. If I'm attracted to a movie, you'll get my hard-earned, blood, sweat, and tear earned money. If the movie or the show is gonna do something to my emotion, spirit, emotion meaning can I get a good laugh? Laughter is good for the soul and spirit. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Things like that. So it's a privilege to me being attracted to something somebody's doing that I'm gonna pay my money for. So I'm getting ready to watch this movie, but I'm highly, highly disappointed with Will Smith. He was years ago, like I said, I watch all of the award shows. Lately I've been slipping, but the past 20 years plus, every time these award shows was on, I tried to make sure I watched it. And I watched a show, an award show. Maybe it was the Hip Hop Awards. And Will Smith won the award for one of his songs. I don't know if it was that Summertime song. Whatever it was, I remember his speech. He came up on the stage, accepted the award. All of his colleagues in his genre, hip hop rappers, all in the audience, and he kind of threw some sarcastic shade at everybody, at his colleagues, because the gist of what he said was, when I rap on my songs, I'm a paraphrase, I'm not calling girls bitches and hoes. I ain't talking about shooting up and killing, and I get an award because my rap hip hop music is clean. That's basically what he's saying. So he's saying to the other people that was out there, you know, y'all raps might be making money and selling, but it's detrimental to the culture. That's what he said. So what you did to Chris Rock was detrimental to the culture. Well, that's why I'm tight. Detrimental to the culture. You went on global world television, the Oscars, something that is prestigious to the global community, and you did a black on black crime to Chris Rock. And was you hating on your colleague? I mean, he's not a rapper, but y'all both are comedians. And for the record, I only liked Will Smith in The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air and Ali. I'm trying to think of, okay, the movie about Serena and Venus' father. You a good actor. A good comedian in The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air sitcom. You did that. Yes, you did. How your character treated his Uncle Phil, and I give you that. But Chris Rock's comedy, I own every DVD stand-up comedy that he ever did. I own all of them. Some still in VHS format. Chris Rock's comedy is the truth. And another award show, I think it was, I don't even see this award show no more, like the comedy awards. It was only strictly comedy awards. I don't think they do it anymore. But, and the winner is Chris Rock. Chris Rock got up on that stage. He basically said, I'm a paraphrase, and it was 20 plus years ago, so I don't have it word for word, but he wasn't up on stage 3 good minutes. He got up there and said, thank you for this award, but you know what? Fuck y'all, because I really forgot, and I know there's some people that know what I'm talking about. He basically spit, I don't want to say spit, but like, people was like, wow. He didn't like thank the organizers or whoever gave him was responsible for him winning. He thanked the fans, I believe, but basically he went in. A short 3 minutes, he went in. I was like, wow. He went in. Thank you for the award, but fuck that. Fuck y'all, whatever. I should have been got this shit. I don't remember. I don't want to put words in his mouth, but he took the award and bounced, basically. And I was like, whoa. So I just love Chris Rock's comedy. I'm a fan of his. Sometimes he gets political, social, and that's kind of up my alley with the comedy. He do it, Cat Williams do it, Dave Chappelle do it. Eddie Murphy Eddie Murphy don't do it in my opinion, but Eddie Murphy, y'all know he's hands down up there. Him and Martin, they be on the family, friends, jokey joke type stuff, which is beautiful. Kevin Hart too. Kevin is more on the family and friend type of comedy. Kevin, my favorite Kevin comedy is when they did the Real Husbands of Hollywood Cypher. Pop, pop, bang, bang, that's a gun, homie. That was the most hilarious thing that Kevin Hart did for me. He's funny, but that was the most hilarious. That one. Him and all of them. Oh my God. But anyway, because of what Will Smith did to Chris Rock, the Me Too movement. Remember, Eddie Murphy used to be like, gays? But I'm not a homosexual. Sure, you're not a homosexual. Like, you can't talk about certain things no more. People too damn sensitive. And, I'll probably do another video after this. Maybe, I don't know. Cause I want to just see this Netflix special. And I hope that Chris Rock said a little bit about Jada, even though Will said keep my wife's name out your motherfucking mouth. All I want Chris Rock to say is, Jada Pinkett Smith, you are a beautiful, bald-headed black woman. And if you a beautiful, bald-headed black woman, that it shouldn't have offended you, what he said. Okay, you shaved your head because of alopecia, but you look good, girl. So I didn't understand. I got the Aunt Bunny mustache. Oh my God. I'm like the men, I gotta shave every day, y'all. Shit is annoying. But sometimes when I get mad, when some sexist men be doing some sexist shit, I call them out on they shit. Yo, bitch, I got a dick bigger than yours. I do dick shit, motherfucker. I'm out in the nation providing and all of that. I'm being mommy and daddy. So that's probably why I got the fucking mustache. This shit, if I shave this, the next day it'll be back. And it might take 2 minutes, but I got a lot on my plate. And I can't 2 minutes every day for the rest of my life shave my chinny chin chin. Gotta wait till I get to Wendy, the Asian lady in Brownsville on Pitkin Avenue. I finally let her do my eyebrows. Let me do your eyebrows. I'm like, no, ain't nothing wrong with my eyebrows. Ain't nothing wrong with my eyebrow. I see, but everybody follow the leader. Bloop, bloop. And they get these, whatever they do to the eyebrows. Now I done caved in. Wasn't nothing wrong with my eyebrows. And Wendy didn't even do a good job. Like, this is gone. She fucked up the first time she did it, and I knew I shouldn't have did it. That was the moral of that story. But I don't know what's going on with Jada and Will's marriage. Everybody's marriage. I got my own marriage. So I'm not in your marital business like that. All I'm saying is Chris Rock was not going to spend the majority of the Oscars teasing Will Smith and his wife. And he wasn't teasing. Everybody know what he do. And again, if you are a beautiful, bald, black woman, what was the problem? Why get offended? The character that he was talking about was supposed to be some strong, I never seen the movie, but strong and so he was giving your wife kudos. And you took it however you took it, and Chris Rock, hold your head. And yes, you got humiliated in front of the world. So Will Smith loses mad brownie points with me. He got a new movie out. I didn't support it. Martin wants to do Bad Boy 4. I don't know if I'm going to support it. I'll probably watch it because he's a good actor. I'll probably continue watching his movies because he's a good actor. But I'm very, very upset. You should not have done that to your brother. You of all people who be telling jokes your damn self. So, I just walked in the door. The cat, meow, 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 feed me, feed me, feed me. I feed her before I leave, and she want me to feed her when I come in. So she's out the way. And my driver was on the phone talking to whoever he was talking to, and they was discussing this Will Smith slap, and I wanted to interject, but I said nope. Everybody got an opinion on what happened that day. My opinion is Will Smith was dead wrong. He lost a lot of brownie points with me. Jada is beautiful, bald-headed woman, but you better not tease her. I don't get it. I'm a beautiful black woman, and if somebody gonna do a jokey joke on my missing teeth, me having a bigger dick than some men, because I'm in the nation 35 plus years, double shift, overtime, triple shift, 1 job, 2 job, 3 jobs, because I got to help the black man help his family. Well, because I have to do it by myself. And that's why I got this. And so somebody want to talk about Samantha's Yakma, chinny chin. Whatever. At the end of the day, I know who the fuck I am. Don't hate me because I'm beautiful. And if that was a clap back, Jada, then that's what you should have yelled out. Your husband shouldn't have been yelling out. You should have been like, don't hate me because I'm beautiful with my bald-headed self. All right, I need to eat, take my evening meds, and get ready to watch this Netflix show. And I put it on 4 or 5 days ago, but I put it on sleepy, so I only caught like 45 minutes of it and fell asleep. So I don't know if I should start all over or just pick up from where I left off, because I didn't watch the whole thing, and I didn't hear a lot of comments about Will Smith. So at least the first 45 minutes was on some other topics. He went in on Meghan Markle, I think. Anyhows, Chris Rock, you keep doing your comedy the way you do it. Don't change. Because that's what Will Smith's slap was meant to do, to make you change how you do your comedy. I hope this Netflix demonstrates that you ain't changed. But Will can't do no stand-up show that I'm gonna come to. And Red Table Talk is on. I never watched Red Table Talk, and I'm not going to support it. Because Jada, her comments after the fact, I'm not accepting. She should have, okay, when you wrong, you wrong. You can't support somebody just because they're a loved one. When you wrong, you wrong. And oh, they need to, whatever she said, get together and figure this out. And no, they need to. No, your husband, you should have checked your husband. Aren't y'all representatives of each other? What he did made y'all as a not a good representation. My husband told me I have to be a representative of him. So if I'm ugly in others' eyes, well, who the fuck she married to? That nigga must be ugly too. And vice versa. So you should have checked that. You should have checked that. And you didn't check that. You talking about what they need to do. No, what your husband need to do. His apology didn't even seem sincere. It didn't seem sincere to me. It's just, let me say something to get people off my back type of apology. It didn't seem sincere. So what I want to see in the future, but he's banned. He can't even sit in these places. But if he was to sit in a place and an MC say something, let's see how he's going to react. Because Chris Brown was the same way. I lost brownie points with him with the Rihanna incident. But then he did a Good Morning America interview. I think Robin Roberts. Chris Rock told them, look, I'm here to promote whatever his new song album was. When y'all interview me, he said this before it went on air. When y'all interview me, do not talk about me and Rihanna. I'm past that. It's over. We only gonna talk about my career, my new album, and ABC Good Morning America. I said, okay, no problem. And then when they got live on air, Robin Roberts. But Chris, she might have talked about the album. And one final thing before we go. how are you post Rihanna incident, and what is your feelings about everything now that matters are settled between you and Rihanna, and how does it impact your career going forward? Something I'm paraphrasing, but I saw that interview too. And Chris Brown was cordial, talked nice. With all due respect, that part of my life is history. I'm just here to talk about my album. And we good. I wish Rihanna well, and she wished me well, and that's that. And then when the cameras was finished and the interview was finished and Chris Rock left and went into Good Morning America green room, he beat the shit out of the green room. He fucked it up. What's my point here? He's still got violent tendencies he can't seem to fucking control. And what do Good Morning America do? Oh, Chris, you right. We shouldn't have said nothing. You did tell us not to talk about that. So we not gonna press charges on you. No, y'all was supposed to press charges on him. Fuck that. If nobody is held to account, if people escape blame, that's a message that they can do it again. So Chris Brown wasn't even sincere about, I'm working on my violence and not hitting women again anymore. And you couldn't beat the shit out of Robin Roberts, so you beat the shit out of the green room in Good Morning America instead. When you get mad at the black woman, you go the fuck off. Gay or not gay, you go the fuck off. So I couldn't support Chris Brown. Everybody rocking to his music, buying his music. The BET Awards felt sorry for him. They gave him awards after that. And I'm like, really? Really? He wouldn't have got shit. Do people get second chances and deserve second chances? Yes. And that interview at Good Morning America was his second chance. And he fucked that up when he beat the shit out the green room. I'm like, I'm done with him. I got a problem with sexism, just like I got a problem with racism. There are men that actually hate women. They will do violent shit. Rape you, rob you, whip your ass. So, And then if they think you got a bigger dick than them, they gonna lose it. And Rihanna apparently had a bigger dick than Chris Brown, and it cost her a fucking black eye or whatever the fuck he did in that car. But she good now. She in the billionaire club. Rihanna, you killed it. You killed it in the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl show, halftime show. You did that. I watched a lot of halftime shows, and if they had, and the Grammy for the best NFL halftime show, you beat J-Lo, you beat Beyonce, who else and who else and who else? Mary J did it last year, I think. You beat all of them. You did, Rihanna. I'm sorry, you did. And Mary, you did good. Y'all all did good, but I'm just saying Rihanna is the top dog, or the top cat, excuse my language. She was the top in the halftime show. She did that. And I bet Chris Brown was watching his ex every single move. He was watching that, clocking that. That ain't your woman no more. But you want to beat the shit out of her in the car. Okay, I done said enough. Godspeed to Chris Rock and to Will and to Jada. Just know that my opinion, like millions of others on this topic, I just said what I had to say. Now let me get ready to watch this show. Till next time, people.